Welcome to Tsukihime. Suddenly, I awaken with a start. The night is pitch black, and no one else is in the house. It's scary being alone in the dark, so to find everyone, I head out into the garden. Our mansion's gardens are vast fields of green, surrounded by a thick, dense forest, with the trees blanketed out in light, almost like a massive curtain, like a stage in a theater somewhere. The curtains of trees opened with a swishing sound. Excitement fills me, anticipating the beginning of a grand play. In the distance, I hear the sound of echoes on the black curtain of trees. Inside the forest, the sound of everyone happily playing around. The curtain doesn't open yet. Unable to restrain myself, I wander into the darkness of the forest. The skunk fast. Darkness surrounds me, a blackness so deep it's suffocating. Not even the coming rays of the moonlight can reach to me. The air is cold, and with this chill so deep, my eyes feel like they will freeze. For a brief moment, I thought I heard someone call my name, so I walked deeper into the forest. After passing through the veil of trees, I found everyone waiting for me in the forest clearing. But something is wrong. Everyone is lying on the ground, in pieces. The clearing is bathed in red. I don't understand. A stranger approaches. The look on his face says he wants to rip me apart. I don't understand at all. But someone I don't know, steps in front of me and is torn apart in my place. I'm just a kid, so I really don't understand. A splash. Something warm wet hits my face. It's red, a red liquid, red like a tomato. The person that was torn apart, the person I called Mom, never called my name again. I really don't understand. But it's just so cruel, I wanted to cry. I just felt like crying. Warm crimson blurs my vision, seeping into my eyes. But it doesn't bother me at all. The lonely moon floats above me, bearing witness in the night sky. It's strange. Why didn't I realize until now? Such a cold, horrible nightmare. Yes, I didn't realize it. But tonight, the moon is so beautiful. Welcome to the playthrough, who won by a landslide in the polls, with 26 votes out of 36. Welcome to Tsukihime. And the first thing I did after that prologue was to turn the game's audio down in my settings, because the audio was quite loud. I know that the screen is very, very small, but I tried to scale it up a bit, but I don't want the game to become blurry, so I hope it's not too small, and I think I'll just leave it like this. Hopefully I turn down the background music's volume enough so that my voice is clearly audible. I don't know anything besides the fact that this game is very well known for its quality writing and plot twists. So without further ado, let's begin. Prologue. When I came to, I was lying on the hospital bed. The curtain on the nearby window sways gently. It's a beautiful day outside, and the dry wind signals the end of summer. Hello, Tonoshiki-kun. Shiki? That reminds me of the anime Shiki. Does it have the same meaning here as in vampires? Congratulations on your recovery. Also, I'm terrible at doing voices, so in order to spare you the cringe, I'm not going to do voices. The unfamiliar old man extends his hand for a handshake. His square-rimmed glasses and warm smile are very befitting. His tidy-looking white clothes suit him perfectly too. Can you understand what I'm saying, Shiki-kun? No. Why am I in hospital? You don't remember, do you? You were involved in a car accident while you were walking. Your chest was stabbed by a shot of glass, and it was unlikely that you would survive. Very unbefitting of what a doctor would say. Yet he says it, while still smiling cheerfully. Terrible. I feel terrible. I'm tired. Can I go to sleep? Yes, you should rest. You must focus on recuperating and not push yourself. The doctor is still smiling. To be honest, I can't stand a smile anymore. Can I ask you something, doctor? What is it, Shiki-kun? Why are there scribbles all over your body? And there are cracks all over the walls. Why are there cracks in the walls? The smile vanishes for just a brief moment, then returns to his face immediately. He turns and walks away. It seems there was some brain damage after all. Get a hold of Dr. Shia in neurology. I also suspect he may have suffered some damage to his eyes. Spend the afternoon examining his eyes. The doctor whispers to the nurse so that I won't hear him. Weird. There are scribbles all over everyone's bodies. The sloppy zigzagging black lines rolling all over the floors, walls, the ceiling. I don't understand what they mean, but looking at them makes me feel sick. I wonder what it is. The bed too is covered in these scribbly lines. When I touch the line with my fingertip sinks down into the crack. Oh, it seems as if I could reach farther down with something narrower, so I trace the line with a fruit knife that was lying on the bedside table. I didn't use any strength at all, yet the knife sinks into the bed, all the way up to the hilt. It was fun, so I dragged the knife along the scribbly line. But, with a heavy sound, the bed snaps cleanly in two. I have honestly no idea what's going on. The girl in the bed next to mine screams. I don't think I can scream loud today. The nurses run over and take the knife away from me. How did you break the bed, Yuki-kun? The doctors don't ask why, but curiously persist on how I did it. I traced along that line and then it broke. Hey, just why is this hospital full of cracks? You'd better stop with that, Yuki-kun. There are no such cracks like that anywhere. Now tell me, Just how did you break the bed? You can tell me. I promise I won't get mad. I'm telling you, all I did was just trace the line with a knife. I see. Okay, we'll continue the conversation tomorrow. The doctor leaves. In the end, not a single person believed my story. As long as I run the knife along the scribbles, I can cleanly cut anything. I don't have to put any force into it. It is as easy as cutting paper with scissors. So does he have some kind of supernatural strength? The bed, the chair, the desk, the walls, the floor. I've never tried, but probably. No, definitely. Even people. But it seems that no one else can see these lines. The black lines only I can see. Despite being a kid, I gradually began to understand what the lines were. They're probably like stitches, just like stitches that hold an open wound together after surgery. I think they are weak spots. After all, there's no way I could cut such a thing with its shell strength alone. Yeah, I didn't know until now that the world is covered in these lines. These breaking lines that bind everything together. No one else can see them. That's why they're just fine. But I can see them. I'm scared. So scared, I can't even talk. It's as if I'm the only one who went crazy. Maybe that's why even after 2 weeks, no one believes my story. Even after 2 weeks, no one has come to see me. Even after 2 weeks, I continue to live alone in a world surrounded by black stitches. I need to get out. I don't want to be in this room anymore. I don't want to stay in a place covered in stitches. That's why I decided to escape and run away to somewhere where no one else would be. But the wound on my chest still hurts, and I didn't get very far. That was when I noticed. I'm standing in the grassy field just outside of town. I really didn't get far at all. My chest hurts, and I feel so sad. I collapse on my knees and cough. There's nobody here. Drowning in this ocean of green at the end of summer. I feel like I'm about to disappear. But before that, hey you, it's dangerous to sit in a place like that. I hear a woman's voice from behind me. Huh? What do you mean, huh? You're already around. So I can see you if you're sitting in the grass. I was this close to kicking you, so watch out. She points at me rather grumpily. I get a little angry. After all, I sit in the fourth row from the front, so I don't think I'm that short. Kicked? By who? Isn't it obvious, stupid? You and I are the only ones here. So who else could it be but me? She declares this confidently as she folds her arms. Well, I suppose it must be fate as we met here. So, you want to talk for a little while? I'm kinda glad that I didn't try to scale up the game itself too much, since I think it would make the art very, very blurry. My name is Awazaki Aoko. What's yours? She extends her hand to me with the kind of cheerfulness one would show an old friend. I see no reason to refuse, so I tell her my name is Tonoshiki and I grab her cool hand in return. Talking to her was a lot of fun. She didn't ignore what I said just cause I was a kid. Instead, she listened. She listened to what I had to say, like a friend. We talked about many, many things. About my family. About how this old and respected family with very strict traditional rules. And my equally strict father. About my little sister Akiha, quiet Akiha, who always followed me around. About our big mansion and the vast gardens, and how Akiha and I would play together with her friends. I told her about many things almost previously. Oh, it's this time already? Sorry, Shiki. I've got some business to take care of, so let's stop here. She gets up to leave. My chest tightens and I feel sad, thinking that I would be alone again. See you tomorrow. I'll be waiting for you here, okay? You should go back to your room and listen to your doctor. Oh, she speaks with such ease. In such a natural way. She makes her way off. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be able to talk like we did today. I'm happy. It was the first time I truly felt something since I awoke from the accident. Since that day, going to that grassy field in the afternoons became part of my daily routine. She would get angry when I called her Aoko. For some reason, it seemed she hated her own name. After some thought, I decided that she seemed like a very distinguished person, so I came to call her Sensei. Sensei would seriously listen to anything I had to say. I would always dispel my anxieties with but a single word, without fail. I was depressed from the accident, but slowly, thanks to Sensei, I began to return to my former self. Even though scary black scribbles didn't seem quite so scary anymore when talking to Sensei. I didn't know who she was or where she was from. Perhaps she really was a teacher. But I don't care, and it doesn't matter at all, because it's fun being with Sensei. That alone is all that matters, and that alone is more than enough. Hey Sensei, look what I can do. I wanted to surprise her one day. So using the fruit knife I brought from the hospital, I cut down a tree growing in the field. Like before, I ran the knife along the scribble-like line and cut it cleanly across the base. Amazing, isn't it? I can cut anything easily, as long as it's somewhere when I can see the scribbles. No one can do this, right? Cheeky, she slaps me across the face. Sensei? What you just did was extremely thoughtless. Sensei gives me a heart-beating glare. I don't know why, but I realized I just did something I definitely shouldn't have done. With Sensei's severe expression and the pain from my cheek where she slapped me, I felt very, very sad. I'm sorry. Before I knew it, I was crying. Cheeky. Then, a gentle warm feeling envelops me. There's no need to apologize. It's true that you did something I should be angry at you for. But it's definitely not your fault. Sensei squats down and hugs me. But you know, if someone doesn't tell you otherwise now, one day you're going to make a mistake you can never take back. That's why I won't apologize. You can hate me all you want, if you feel that way. No, I don't hate you, Sensei. Really? I'm glad you feel that way. I guess it was fate that the two of us met here like this. Sensei began to ask about the scribbles I could see. As I told her about the lines, the black jagged lines that somehow only I could see, Sensei's embrace tightened. Cheeky, what you are saying is something that should never be seen by anyone or anything. Everything in existence has points where they are most easily broken. We, who will break down one day, are imperfect for this reason. Your eyes have the ability to see the fate of all things. To put it another way, you can see the future. See the future? That's right. You can see death. Oh, whoops. I thought maybe it was some kind of positive strength or power or ability, but I guess not. You don't need to know any more than that. If someday you happen to go down that path, the principles will become clear to you as something that is needed. Sensei, I really don't understand. That's good, it's important that you don't understand now. All I want you to know is that you must never cut these lines on a whim or as a joke, understand? If you do so, your eyes will begin to take the lives of others too lightly, and that is the worst thing that can possibly happen. Okay, I won't do it if you say so, Sensei. Besides, it kind of hurts my chest. I'm sorry, Sensei. I'll never do it again. Good for you, Shiki. Never forget the feelings that you have experienced here today. If you stay that way, I'm sure you'll find happiness. Sensei finally lets go of me. But Sensei, I see those lines and get worried. They'll be good as soon as I trace them, right? Then it wouldn't be weird for my surroundings to come apart at any time. You're right. I'll be able to help you with that at least. It seems as if that's the reason why I'm here. Sensei sighs, then favors me with a warm smile. Cheeky, I'll give you a very special present tomorrow. I'll give you your old life back. The one you were living before your accident. It really makes me think that maybe this is just some kind of fever dream, or maybe it's just in a coma, or maybe something really supernatural is going on. Also, maybe these Tsukihime episodes might be a bit shorter than the other series, since reading all the dialogue is very tiring. But I guess I'll see. Words. The next day, exactly the 7th day after I met Sensei, she arrives in the grassy fields carrying a large trunk in one hand. Here, if you put these on, those strange scribbles won't be visible anymore. What she gave me was a pair of glasses. But my eyes are fine. Just put them on. The lenses don't have any magnification or anything. Sensei forces them on me. Suddenly, what? Incredible! This is amazing, Sensei. I can't see the scribbles anymore. Not at all. Of course, I had quite a time stealing Mystic Eye Killer from my older sister to make this as a Aosaki Aoko masterpiece. So treat them well, or they'll be held to pay. Got it? Yep, I'll take good care of them. You're incredible, Sensei. You made all those horrible lines disappear just like that. It's like magic. Of course. I am a sorceress after all. Giving me a proud smile, Sensei put her trunk down on the ground. But notice, Shiki, those lines haven't disappeared. It's just that you can see them. Once you take the glasses off, you'll be able to see them again. Really? Yes, that's the one thing that cannot be fixed. Your only choice is to keep living your life and do your best with the eyes you have now. No. I don't want these scary eyes. If I cut those lines again, I'll end up breaking my promise to you. Oh, you mean never cutting these lines again? Silly. You can break that promise whenever you like. Really? But you said it was something I shouldn't do. Yes, it is. But that is your gift, Shiki. It's yours to use as you see fit. No one else but you has the right to judge you. But out of all the abilities one can have, yours is terribly unique. If you have such a power, that means there's a meaning behind you having it. God doesn't give us powers for no reason. You might say that you are given the mystic eyes of death perception because one day a time will come when you will need them. That's why you must not live in denial of their existence. Sensei squats down so her eyes would be level. But you know, that's why you must never forget. You are a very kind and honest person, Shiki. As long as you remain the way you are now, your eyes will never bring forth any wrong. However, I'm not telling you to become a saint. All I'm saying is, live true to yourself and become a man in a manner that you think is right. Since you can accept your mistakes and are able to apologize, I know that in 10 years, you will become a great man. That being said, Sensei stands and reaches for a trunk. But I must say, unless in exceptional circumstances, you shouldn't take the glasses off. Special powers attract other special powers. Only when you decide there's no other way, you should take off those glasses, and even then, be mindful of how you use your power. Power in itself is not evil. What is evil rests solely in the hearts of the ones wielding such power. Be it for good or evil, it will be up to you and the choices you make. She picks up her trunk. Sensei doesn't say anything more after that, but deep down, I knew we would have to part. It's impossible, Sensei. I can't do it. I won't understand just by myself. Truth is, I was so afraid before I met you. I was only able to return to being me because you were with me. I can't do it. Not even with these glasses. If you're gone, I can't do it. Don't say such things, Shiki. If you tell lies that even you yourself can't believe, you'll only make whoever hears you sad. Sensei raises her eyebrows in displeasure and pokes my forehead. You know it yourself, don't you? You're alright now. So don't say stupid things and give up on the self that you finally found. Only you can choose to be you. No one else can do it for you. Sensei turns around. Well, this is goodbye. Listen, Shiki. Life is not easy. Everyone's life is a hard, long, rocky road, filled with many pitfalls. You have more power than anyone else to do something about that. So pull yourself together. Sensei is leaving. I was sad, but I'm Sensei's friend. Do I have to see her off properly? Yes. Goodbye, Sensei. Well done. That's right, Shiki. Hold on to that confidence and always live true to yourself. When you find yourself in trouble, calm down and think things through carefully. Okay? A solution will always present itself if you do. It'll be alright. You'll manage, even on your own. Sensei laughs happily. The wind blows. The field of grass sways in unison. Sensei was already gone. Goodbye, Sensei. After saying that, I really felt I would not see her again. All that remained were her many words and these mysterious glasses. It was only 7 days, but she taught me things more valuable than anything else. As I stand there by myself, I feel tears well up in my eyes. Man, I was such a fool. I could only say goodbye. I couldn't even say a single word of thanks to her. I left the hospital soon after that. Afterwards, I didn't return to the Torno household, but was taken to live with my relatives instead. But it's alright. Tonishiki would be just fine, even by himself. I'll spend a new life with my new family. And like that, Tonishiki's nice summer ended. The new autumn arrived, and I think I became more of an adult.